As the state grows in population, so does its diversity.
A Pew Research report says North Dakota has the fastest growing rate of Hispanics of any state, a 135% increase in the last decade. The state's census manager says in the 1970s there were 2,000 Hispanics in the entire state. In 2008, more than 12,000, and last year more than 29,000. The largest Hispanic population is in the Bakken. Daniela Hurtado spent the last month researching and talking to people about what attracted them to North Dakota. Danny?
Monica, high-paying oil jobs and service industry employment that in some cases is twice the minimum wage are the main reasons many Hispanics journey here. The rise of their population has created a community full of hope, searching for the American dream. The promise oil brings knows no language. Junior Valle came to Williston 7 years ago.
I left home when I was 14, so I had to learn to provide for myself. There was nobody around me to help me.
Now he works in the oil industry and fends for himself with employment he's found through job service.
Financially, yes, it's a good opportunity for anybody.
Those opportunities have inspired thousands of Hispanics to relocate to North Dakota. Jennifer Ray came here after friends raved about the possibilities.
In the U.S., there are lots of opportunities that unfortunately us in our countries or as Latinos don't have because of social issues.
Everything fell into place. An oil job for her husband, and her children are learning English.
If I found a good job, I'm going to tell my cousin or I'm going to tell my brother. I'm going to bring my family.
Paula Hickley is a job service manager in Williston and says the increase of Hispanics has been tenfold.
El hispano por naturaleza es ambicioso también.
By nature, Hispanics are ambitious, just like other races too. They always want to earn money, have a home, and keep their families happy.
Always moving towards a better future.
There are still people that come here searching for the American dream.
A dream that many have found here.
North Dakota's economy is seen as the American dream to members of the Hispanic community moving to the state.
But it certainly doesn't come without challenges. Daniela Hurtado examines some of the barriers they face in diversity on the plains.
Learning a second language can be a challenge for anyone, but for Hispanics seeking the American dream in North Dakota, it's a necessity.
Donde se halla la verdadera felicidad.
Father Russ Govas says 6 years ago, St. Joseph's began having a Spanish Mass when the parish saw a shift in diversity. At first, 20 to 30 people would attend. Today, 6 times as many come.
There's no doubt there's been a dramatic increase in the amount of Hispanics that have come to Williston, and not just to Williston, to really western North Dakota.
Parishioner Claudia Ortiz brought her children to the state after her husband found work in the Bakken.
And after 2 years, I decided to make a move here to Williston because he was away from the family.
Her and her family are devoted to attending the Spanish Mass.
It just brings us closer. It brings us home in a way.
Sonia Monreal says the language barrier was preventing many Hispanics from attending.
I grew up just strictly Spanish Mass, but my mom doesn't speak much English or understand it. I could do fine in an English Mass, but my mom wouldn't.
Mass isn't the only place where speech obstacles are being broken.
When folks come in, if they don't speak English well and they don't have someone with them, Google Translate is our friend.
Another friend is Nora Reyes, who volunteers her time to help anyone who needs a translator.
I like to be there in the moments that they do not understand any English.
Job applications, medical appointments, or legal advice. Nora comes to the rescue.
Everyone that comes to her doesn't have support, and if she wasn't here, then who would provide it?
A community breaking barriers and bridging a language gap. Across America, the Hispanic population has reached a record 59.9 million. The Census Bureau projected that in the next 40 years, Hispanic people will comprise nearly 30% of the total population. They're the largest minority in the United States.
North Dakota is a welcoming place. It's been home to several Native American tribes who were later joined by Scandinavian immigrants. And among the latest groups to come to the state are Hispanics. Daniela Hurtado tells us about the goodwill created by populations with roots thousands of miles apart.
As the country continues to see an influx of people of all walks of life, races, and culture, our state is no stranger to the changes we're seeing. More Hispanics are living in North Dakota than ever before. Most are in the Bakken, where some have made it a temporary visit, but many are proud to call North Dakota their forever home. On the third part of this series, you'll hear about the cultural awakening many have felt through music, food, and language. When the Williston Downtowners Association plays pianos across the city, hoping to promote art and bring the community together, they didn't anticipate striking a chord between people of vastly different backgrounds.
Estoy de parte de la diversidad. Me gusta mucho.
I'm on the side of diversity. I love that there are all kinds of people here.
All around the city, cultures are coming together, adding to the local flavor. Thousands migrating to the state for work and staying to provide a better future for their families.
We're kind of to a place culturally in the Williston area where people aren't so much about us and them. You know, there's this more growing collectiveness that it takes all of us, and it's going to take more of us to come here and to fill these jobs. And the solutions are not, you know, to put distance between us, but to come together.
Some say that perspective is like food for the soul.
El sabor, el hogar.
The taste, the homey feeling, the home-cooked meal, the seasoning is different. I think that's why.
Jennifer Ray is a server at Don Pedro's, where they say their customers are from all over. And their employees bring something a little different to the table.
They come here like every time. They come ask for a job. They want to live here. They want to stay here. So this is why a lot of like Latino here now.
Mohammed Badwan is the manager and says his employees are from different countries, and the joy and positivity they bring is cutting edge.
I think what we need to do is be more open-minded and adapt and take in anything they can provide.
Making strides for inclusivity.
To say, if you don't do it like we do it, get out of here. Well, there's so many ways we do it here now. There's so many different people and diversity that's kind of gone by the wayside.
As the state becomes more diverse, it's clear they have this message in common.
We all have to work together, no matter about the color of our skin, our language, our cultures.
A message remains that North Dakota Nice aims to make anyone feel welcomed.